How in the hell were you first? I just put live. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Bradley Anderson. Not too sure how you got in here so fast, but cool. Fox RC Racing, Steve DeClark, TRAXXAS Master. What's going on? Anyway, I'll wait for a few people to come in and I'll talk to you about what's initially transpiring with the Stampede 4x4 VXL. Um, just a little bit of history on this RC. You guys well may know this RC that I've had this around for a while. Yeah, if I can get my motorcycle back, it's still in the shop. This RC is called, this is the TRAXXAS Stampede 4x4 VXL. The nickname of this RC is STAMPINKY. I've had this RC for a little bit of time now and is one of my most favorite RCs in my arsenal, or possibly my most favorite RC in my whole arsenal for bashing. If there's ever an RC I recommend somebody to buy right off the bat to enjoy themselves bashing around with, it would be the Stampede 4x4. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes to see who else is coming in here. TRAXXAS Master, what's going on? RC Steven, what's up? Nick, what's going on? Only Fifth Scale, what's up? Brian, yo. Uh, Design Vortex, how's it going? Chilling, I haven't seen you in a while. Alrighty, so with all the updates and upgrades and everything that I've been doing as of late, I've been neglecting a lot of my RCs, especially one of my most favorite RCs that I have right now, which is my Stampede 4x4. I'll come across and just give you the first initial update I'm going to be doing with this. I'm going to be making a brand new body for her. This has been a cool body throughout the years. Girly Girl Racing with the YouTube emblem on the back, and this has been a really cool body that I've had from TRAXXAS. This is the Pro Graphics body. I painted it myself. It's definitely been utilized as much as I can, but I definitely have to do an upgrade with that body. Now I'm just gonna go on to the exterior of the RC and talk about what I have in the RC and what you guys recommend for me to get into the RC as well. All right, so let's start off with the tires. The tires are from Proline. These are the Proline Trenchers 2.8s that I have on here. As you can see, I have the Dusty Motors shroud that's on there specifically for the Stampede 4x4. J Concepts lowering body posts that I've installed. RPM front and rear shock towers, RPM arms, RPM caster blocks, RPM steering blocks, Proline, Power Stroke shocks, pink, pink shock covers, RPM link ends. The lights are from TRAXXAS. The RPM bumpers from RPM. Sway bar kit is from TRAXXAS. The Velocity drive shafts are also from TRAXXAS. Let me crack open this real quick and show you what's the internally in the components of this unit. If you get a better look at this, I do have my wire mesh, which is pink antenna, and I'm running the older Velineon system with a Velineon fan, clear. I believe they all come clear. I'm not too sure. Clear gear cover. Also, I have Robinson Racing center drive shaft, center diff with hot racing cup. The drive shaft is from Techno RC. That's the sensor drive shaft, and RC screws all around. Uh, and I think that's it. Aluminum hexes for the rims, for the tires. As you can see, you know, it's going to be a lot of pink RPM parts that you can't find anywhere else. And that's where I'm at with this RC. So let's see what your comments are, and we'll see what's going on from that point on. Brian Williams, boo. Don't worry. Turns out still waiting for parts on mine. Might need to buy stock levers after all. That kind of sucks if you have to wait. It usually takes a month. Bradley, Proline uh, lock body mounts on the holes. Way better. You know what? I bought that for my slash two-wheel drive, and it just cracked the body. Camel Joe, Stampede in the house. Yes, Cyborg. What's going on? Louis LPRCs. Kaboom. Demand is here. Laughing out loud. What's up, G? What's going on? Smokey B26. What's up, man? Nick. Why the pink? Why no pink arms? RPM arms. Well, they are pink in the back, but I'll give you an instance on the front. What initially happened. John Ross, Mr. Solo, what's up? Hudson Hawk Hobbies, what's going on? Upgrade motor and ESC, get rid of the Traxxas VXL crap. Well, here are the things that I'm going to be looking at. I just ordered myself the Sidewinder 4. So the Sidewinder 4 will be in Stampinky. I believe it's a 5700 kV motor, and I will have the Sidewinder in there. Also, since I was not able to use this for my Fortec, I thought, only fifth scale, you have been shouted out. Since I didn't get to utilize this in my Fortec, I decided, you know what, it's better to have a better servo for Stampinky. So I'm going to put this Savox servo, part number SC-1257TG. So I think this would be a good servo to install into there. It's a little bit better than what's on the 2075 servo, and it has all metal gears in there. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be swapping out initially when I'm starting off. So as of right now, this is going to get a servo upgrade, and the motor and ESC system will be from Castle Creations. Any other recommendations from you guys? No problem. Only fifth scale. Um, this, like I said, this has been one of my prized possession RCs out there. I'm thinking about the steering. I'm probably gonna get aluminum. I know they do make pink stuff like that. I am also going to be. You get a phone call whenever, right? Um, and primarily, once I do that, that's going to be my steering. That's going to be aluminum. What else do I do with the RC? I'm not too sure the type of body I want to go with. I mean, there are so many different bodies that are out there for the Stampede 4x4. I saw a nice Jeep body that I was very interested in. The bodies that I've had on this was the Stampede 4x4 body, and I've had the Ford Raptor body on this RC throughout the years. Um, and I just had the regular red when I got this. This is a red and black one body, so I installed that into there. But I'm not too sure what else I can actually feed this RC. As of one point or another, I kind of thought I was done upgrading this RC at this point, but I do have to take a lot of things apart once I do get stuff going. Let me see. Have you seen the new Proline gray rims? I have seen that. I've been thinking about that. TRAXXAS Master, dye the chassis pink if you can. Doesn't work out. Joe Camel, Mod 1 gear, 1/8, 1/8. See, I do not want to put a 1/8 scale system because it's just too much modification, and I do have to cover up the chassis. Don't want to do that. Design Vortex, do you use capacitors or a cap pack so when the servo doesn't make the ESC loop power? Well, realistically speaking, on this type of ESC, I'm not going to be losing any power. But if I do lose somewhat power, I will get a glitch buster on there. Um, if not, I mean, from what I understand, I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to pull that much power to where I'll get glitching. But like I said, I'll get a glitch buster. It should be good to go with that point on. If it does anything more than that, then I'm probably going to take out the servo, put the 2075X in there, and just be done with it at that point. But from what I understand from my hobby guy, this should be sufficient enough to A, be responsive to what I need it for, and B, not give me the problems that you usually get when you're getting a better servo onto the RC itself. Now, I have been looking. Come on, man. You know how many times I've gone big? You kidding me? I've gone big so many times. It's just realistically speaking, I can't go home. You know, because I think all my RCs out there, I've pretty much did so many modifications. I mean, even with me having the 1/8 scale system, I've already done that in my Slash 5 years ago. So, and that has the Mama Monster 1 system in there. I'll probably get pink nuts for this. As you can see, pink RPM parts that the people are looking at. Besides the different, Steve says, besides different body to change, the looks there, not much that you can do. You haven't upgraded. Very true. I mean, I believe the ESC, the servo, and also the ESC, the servo, and the motor do need an update. I might change up the receiver. I do have an extra TSM receiver that I could throw in here. Put the receiver that's in there, you know, since I'm not utilizing the band that much. Put TSM ES receiver there in here, and then put the regular TQI receiver in the bandit and have it set up that way. Okay, that's one side. That's another side. Let's flip you around. As you can see, I'm wrenching away as I'm talking to you guys with that. Uh, Let me see. Joe Camel. Oh, so that's so 5 years ago, huh? That, yeah, realistically speaking, it is. Look at my older videos, you'll see it. Nick, I just used the stock 270 2075. You mean? Leo Richard, what's up? What's going on? New York City 007 Bangers, what's going on? Wepa. Jimbo Slice, do you prefer RPM parts over aluminum parts? Yes. The reason why I prefer RPM parts over aluminum parts, once aluminum parts bends, it's never really the same. Realistically speaking, I don't care what you say. You might be able to bend it back to what it's to its original state, but it's never ever ever the same. There are aluminum parts that I recommend you guys getting, and there are aluminum parts that I say stay away from. I say stay away from aluminum arms because that's pretty much the first thing to go and the first thing to bend on that aspect. Joe, 17 millimeter wheels. That's a possibility, but it would I would have to have a bigger motor and ESC on there. Uh, Pink, is that for breast cancer awareness? No, in actuality, I'll give you a little bit of history on this car. So years ago, um, I kind of thought I would get my daughter into doing RC. So when I picked this RC up years ago at my old hobby shop, when it closed down, I picked it up from Elwood Hobbies in Long Island when they were still open. And I've never seen anybody do anything pink with their RC. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something pink with my RC. No one's ever really done it before, and you know I'm going to do it right now. So comes out with the green calipers instead of the first ones. Of course, they want you to get the green before anything else. Agreed on that aluminum topic. Oh, correct. Jimbo Slice got it. Thanks. Hudson Hawk Hobbies, call pink tag and add more aluminum. Now this will always be Stampinky for the longest. I was gonna say that your daughter's ride, one of your favorite bashers. Yes, it is. I've been thinking about getting a Stampede 4x4 or low. Yo, let me get something straight with you, Mr. Wester. What's going on? Um, the Stampede 4x4 is by far one of the best bashers. Period. And that's saying a lot. One of the best bashers you can get. Period. By far, this thing has taken abuse after abuse after abuse. This thing has gone through the ringer, and I have to say I've been impressed every single time I've been utilizing this RC since I bought it quite a while ago. As I can see, look, see, maintenance definitely has to be done. I have to go to my hobby shop. As you can see, the boot is broken off over there, so I gotta look into that. I'm probably gonna have to take apart the whole diffs internally, see what's happening over there. I mean, there's a lot of gunk happening right there. I gotta take that apart. The boot's ripped off on this side. So I'm probably just gonna have to buy more boots, grease this up, grease everything up. Yeah, this is going to be an initial project. Like I said, between all the new RCs that are coming out, I've been neglecting the RCs that I have right now, and it does take its toll because realistically speaking, I wish I had enough time to tinker with all my RCs. I've just repaired in the last 3 days, fully done my um, Fortec. I just did an upgrade video with my Gravedigger VXO. I did an update video with my Traxxas Rally. I just did a whole screw kit with the slash two-wheel drive LCG. What else did I repair? I think that's it, and that's been a lot of repair work. Me just doing all that stuff, stuff that I try to do on camera, stuff that I try to do off camera, and give you guys a little bit more of an insight of the things that I have internally into my RCs. So the reason why I give you scenarios that happen into your RCs because these are things that I recommend. I've tried it. I'll tell you if I like it. I'll tell you if I hate it. I'll tell you what's cost effective, what's not cost effective, you know. And realistically speaking, it's not that I'm making money off of it. It's, I want you guys to enjoy the hobby as much as you can because I know there's a lot of younger kids that watch this that really can't financially afford to do all this stuff. And I think it's kind of cool that I'm able to showcase something like that in here. Alrighty. Very interesting. A few things are a little bit carved up over here, but I'll get into that in a few, which I kind of thought I did change this out. All right, so here is my slipper. It looks like a few things were rubbing as of late. I've never even noticed that, but I never, ever, interesting. I thought I changed this out a long time ago, and I did not. I thought internally, because I know I did it on my slash 4x4, this is the center diff. I thought I changed this out. See, as you can see, it does move like that. And that's where your center diff's at. And it feels still good. It really feels good. You know, are you getting the TRX4, the new Evo Ultimate Desert? You'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow you will see a whole bunch of things. All right. So here's an upgrade I have to do. I'm going to get the Hot Racing center diff aluminum. And also I'll get the Robinson Racing gear for the center drive shaft. So there you go. Design Vortex, where did you get those light strips from? At the bottom at the Stampede chassis. Oh, if you look at my older videos, these light strips are pink. Think about that. Those are pink. AutoZone. That's where I got them from. AutoZone. And I adapted a 12-volt adapter onto it. So something cool. New York City 007 bangers. Geez, those LED light strips you have. Do you have them hooked up onto the receiver or separate? Separate 9-volt battery. Which, what the hell is that battery? Did I take the battery out? I did. I took the battery. Yeah, I took the battery out. There's the leads right there. The battery is somewhere. It's like a case battery. All right, so this is the first upgrade that I have to do. I'm going to take this whole thing apart because there are things that I need on my Stampede 4x4, but this is something very interesting for you to get. It is carving up a little bit. As you can see, it's eating away. I'm going to get the Robinson Racing gear, also the Hot Racing or whatever company aluminum center diff. So that has to be taken apart and relubed. So we'll see what's initially transpiring with that. And it does not look too dirty in here. Am I breaking up a little bit? I think I'm breaking up, possibly. You can also get the lights on eBay. Trust me, definitely go to, yeah, you are. Is it getting better now? I think it might be getting better. Rob Stampinky for the 9 volts smoke detector. so so once I do look, if you look closely, it is breaking up better now. All right. If you look closely, it's not that dirty in there. I do have to clean everything out. What I do is I usually wash it with soap and water, and then I blow dry it at this point. So also I do have to change. I need to change these link ends because they're a little bit beat up. Those are from TRAXXAS. I'm most likely going to get the RPM ends, which I just recently acquired. They're very inexpensive. So this RC does need a overhaul. The sad thing is that a lot of the pink RPM parts I cannot get. So I'm going to probably just put this in black, which is a sad scenario, but that's primarily what's going to go. I do have to take apart the, you know what, not for nothing, these shocks do feel good. They do feel good. But I do want to take apart and change out the oil. So that I have to look into. So that's the rear. Now let's look at the front. Let me see. Take apart the front and see exactly what I need to. First, let me disconnect off the light. All right. That's off. And I'll get into a lot of your Q&A in a few seconds. Let me just disconnect a few things just to get myself situated with this RC. So like I said, you know, if you are looking for a basher that's inexpensive, well, not inexpensive, because let's get something straight. The Stampede 4x4 is not a cheap RC to buy. You are able to get, you know, something really nice from TRAXXAS, and realistically speaking, all around one of the greatest bashers. I cannot speak so highly of this RC as opposed to me telling you that of my opinion. And if you guys watch my channel, you see all the RCs that I have, and this is one of my best RCs out there. Okay, get over here. Everything seems to be moving around. Oh, that's why it's moving around. Aha. So, as you can see, these is something you should buy for your Stampede. This is the Techno RC. It's been worn and torn a little bit. So, yeah, I won't talk about that whole scenario as of yet, but it's still happening. So that's my answer to that. So, yeah, sway bars. Sway bars are the thing to get. All right, so now to disconnect a little bit more. All right, so let's go to the top, which I think my battery, yep, my battery is in the way. Move it to the side. And here we go. So this is to disconnect the front chassis, the front part of the chassis assembly. So, and like I said, if you're brand new to the RC community, always recommended buy yourself a stainless steel screw kit for your RC. Not because of the whole rust situation, which I always recommend on people doing that, but it does give you the initiative of learning more and more about your RC, you know. And when you are working on your tech bench, as you know, I'm working on this in front of you guys, but you know, my tech bench is I'm not even working on my tech bench. This is live feed for you guys. Always remember where you're putting your components at, so you'll be able to find it easily as much as you can. So another 2.4. I'll just take you from here, since you are going to be going bye-bye. Alright. Alright. So now I'm able to disassemble the front assembly. And judging by what I just dropped beforehand, these are one of my rubber spacers right here, which you should find your home back there, because I definitely do not want to lose you. Okay. So, as I'm looking at this RC in front of me right now, these are the few things that I want to change out in the front for the Stampede 4x4. I know they make this in aluminum. I want to change that out. Also, I want to get the T-bone racing protector for underneath so stuff doesn't get in there. As you can see, this is not as loose as it should be. Either there's debris in here or whatever. I have to look at that and take that apart. Probably a little bit of WD-40 and work on it from that point on. Let me see the boots on this. The boots, yeah, the boots are not bad, but I still do want to take apart this drive shaft, grease up the internal components, have that done. Clean out the bearings on both ends, on all the ends. I have to clean out the bearings. I do have to take apart the differential cover for me to get in there because I see there's a lot of debris in here. So there's probably debris inside. So I have to take that whole thing apart. Am I going to keep these pink steering knuckles? Well, they still look like they're in good condition. So I do have to just give it a little bit of maintenance as much as I can. I want to change out this for the sway bar as well to RPM. As you guys maybe notice, I got those progressive shocks, so it's really, really, really good for the RC itself. Like I'm very happy. Like I said, this is one of my most favorite parts over there. If you look closely, I don't even know if you can notice that the RPM emblem means. All right, hold on one second. Let's see what people are saying. That was my phone. I like those shocks. They look killer. That's from 007. 57210. Would you recommend the sway bar kit for the slash 4x4? Hells yeah. Mr. Wester, do you have a T10 mini truck? Yep, it's up there somewhere. New York City 007 bangers. Yes, I would. Uh, JTRR says, thank you. NYC. Nick, a little bit off topic, but what about the Stalker? Rather not talk about that right now. Just to give you guys a heads up, that wasn't an April Fool's joke on that. Only fifth scale. That truck looks extremely easy to work on. Nice setup, Traxxas owes you. It is a very easy truck to work on once you get the hang of it. Everything disassembles and you're able to get to it. New York City 007 bangers. Nope, I have 3 slashes. All of them have sway bars. Definitely sway bars all day. Traxxas master. Could you live stream at 340 if you get the UDR or e-revo, because I don't want to miss it. It's probably going to be tomorrow around that time. New York City 007 bangers. I've been waiting patiently for the UDR live stream. Well, I did do a UDR live stream. It just wasn't my truck. 57 210. Oh, talking about that 007, you have to pick up your prize. 57 210, your prize is sent. Lewis LPRCs, I'm still thinking where I'm going to mount a 9-volt battery on the Fortec for my lights. Um, if you had to mount it anywhere, well, you can utilize, if you wanted to, you can utilize the mount for the expander and then put it right there if you want to do that. New York City 007 bangers, anywhere. There's room really. Nick, you guys are already back from spring break? No, not me. Double-sided tape, zip ties, stuff like that. Steve DeClark, hey, I just got Hot Racing steering bell crank, drag link. You should get one for sure. Very nice. For where? What RC? Design Vortex, how do you clean your bearings? Ooh, that's a good question. I do have cleaning fluids specifically for bearings. I got to give you the part number to that. There is specific that you put them in a vial and you leave them there soaking, and once they soaked, and you dry them off, and then you relube them up. New York City 007 bangers, spring breaks. I'm on vacation from work. It's been the coolest April yet. Awesome. Lewis LPRC says, what I mean is, what location? Laughing out loud. I know how to mount it. Oh no, no. I mean, I would say put it right there. I mean, you mounting is no problem, but at least when you have it back there, initially, if you're not getting the expander, that's the best place to put it. Now I just got 4 weeks until spring break. Trax Master says, Nick, yeah, Steve the Clock, you were looking at steering. Oh, steering bell cranks. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. So steering bell crank for the Stampede 4x4. I have not seen them in hot racing. I haven't even done any research on this as of yet. So we'll see what happens in the near future. Alrighty. So here's the chassis. There's not much to the chassis. I'm pretty sure one of the first messages I'm gonna get about this chassis is, "You dye the chassis black." Possibly not. If I do go with those gray rims from Proline, I'm probably gonna leave this gray too. And the new body, I'm probably gonna paint gray and pink, just to give it its own theme. With that, I'm surprised Traxxas hasn't made any pink links. Then again, they haven't made any green links either, because I wanted to do green links on the Gravedigger, and they don't have that out yet, which is kind of a shame. So that's where I'm at with this RC. There is a lot of things I have to take apart, which is insane. This is going to be an adventure all its own. As you guys can see, within the 30 minutes that I ended up doing, the Proline 4x4 looks similar. Well, that's where they got their platform from. Realistically speaking, that's from the Stampede 4x4. That's my opinion. I mean, that's primarily the way I look at it as. But I definitely have to go on eBay. I definitely have to. I have to get a lot of things for this. I think a lot of maintenance. I just spent 2.5 hours doing a maintenance thing on my Stampede, my slash two-wheel drive LCG, and this is going to take me another. It looks like as of right now, from what I'm looking at, 3 4 hours to do fully modification on this, and we'll see what happens on the final product once this is all set up and done. There are a lot of components that I do have extra parts for. I'm probably going to not utilize this bumper and just T-bone race the whole thing on the bumper ends, and then just all the lubrication that has to be done. It's just, these bearings internally right here have to be cleaned off. Like I said, these boots, they don't look like there's any damage on them. No, there is no damage on the boots, but I definitely have to look at the boots over here on the rear, because those things are pretty much broken off. So I definitely want to change that out. And I could feel the bearings. That's the gears inside. That sounds dry. Listen to that. Yeah, that sounds extremely dry. Yeah, I definitely need to start opening that up and lubricating that. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, 2 screws on top, 2 screws right here. Take off the whole bumper assembly, and then once this whole thing lifts up, take off these 2 screws. This whole thing lifts up, this whole thing cracks open, and then be able to get you to your diff and swap it out, lube it up. I'll probably use marine grease, and maybe I will use 10,000. I think 10,000 diff lube. I'll probably put in there and change up a few things and stuff like that. I definitely probably want to get. I believe when I put the oil in here, these are probably 50 weight. I'm probably gonna do a 40 weight into the RC itself, just to get this just a little bit smoother for it to soak up the jumps. So let me go into the last statements that you guys are making, and we'll work on, and then I'll break off, and then we'll wait for the UDR and whatever I plan to pop up tomorrow. Sinister RC, what's going on? Bradley Anderson, for pairings, just use denatured alcohol. Yeah. Let me see. 572210 Proline MX 28s are pretty nice. GPM might have pink links. Possibly. New York City Double H saying bangers. Gee, what would you do with all your 100 plus RC controllers? You know you have the main one. Well, as of right now, this one is the main one that I'm using, where I'm able to put an iPhone up here and work on it with the Bluetooth. But I have so many controllers. I mean, you look around all over. I mean, they're all over, and there's I have some of them that are in boxes. Like, realistically speaking, they are in boxes. Like, I can crack open the boat right now, and the original controllers in there. So I just leave them in there. Let me see. TRAXXAS Master. What is the best tire for speed runs for the slash 4x4 for speed above 60 miles per hour? If you're going above 60, you might as well throw 17 millimeter adapters and put GRPs. But that being said, I've had the Mama Monster system in my slash 4x4, and I run my trenchers, and I have no issues. Any ballooning? Yeah, a little bit, not too much, not too crazy. Not with the GRP Trax Masters. Techno RC upgrade on your kits. Yeah. Any? Yeah, look. It's Techno RC. Don't sleep, man. This is the best thing for you to get for either your slash 4x4 or your Stampede 4x4. Techno RC. Sensor drive shaft. Um, Design Vortex. What effect does weight of lube have on the differentials? It all depends on how you drive it. I mean, if you're driving it hardcore, you want to switch up the weights. Some people go stiffer, looser in the rear and stiffer in the front. But it definitely you definitely have to try it out, see what initially transpires on how your driving is. You know, can you use a TRAXXAS TQI remote for more than one vehicle? Of course you can. And I wish I had my. Oh, maybe I do. Wait, hold on. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I think I don't. We'll see right now. Nope, don't have it. I thought I did have it. Yeah, you're able to put all the TRAXXAS RCs on that, and then you change it by hand with the controller. So, 57210. I can't even imagine waking up every morning and suddenly remembering you have at least 15 RCs, tons of parts, and a lot of controllers. You are living the dream, man. Outdoor life RC. Yep, up to 30. Well, yeah, how many do I have? Let's count them. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31. I have 31 RCs. And a lot of them I haven't even rated. Do I have 31? I should have. Probably on YouTube it says something. All right, so I just found out. I did a little test on this battery. And maybe you guys, I think this battery's totally dead. I can't charge it. Well, I haven't tried to charge it, but let me get. Let me see. Number 1, 3.9. Number 2, 3.8. Number 3, 3.9. I gotta somehow try to save this thing. We'll see. We will see. And that's from Dynamite. 5000 MAH 3S 11.1. That's what's been running in Stampinky its whole time. None of them work except that one. That's from Future Physique 17. Tomorrow 32. Maybe tomorrow 33. That's so awesome. Congrats. Thanks. Um, Sinister RC 31. Wow. I had 10. I had 10, then downsized to 6. Paul Rogers, what's going on? Do you have any RC airplanes? I do not. That is the one thing I haven't really ventured in. I mean, I have a little quadcopter, but I've never really ventured into flying planes because of New York State regulations. A lot of things when you fly planes out in New York, you have to join a club and you have to do a lot of crap with that. And I wasn't looking forward to doing any of that, so opted not to do it. At that point. Same for helicopters. Design Vortex. Speaking of LiPo batteries, how low do you run your voltage per cell after a season after using them? Let me tell you, there are batteries in here that have died out, and I just they're still there and they're dead. Nick, I only have 6. Nikki, I thought for sure you would have been one of the first ones to have the UDR by now. Well, I had the UDR, had it in my hands, but here was the problem. It was the red one. Now, first of all, I already did an unboxing video of the orange UDR. I was one of the first people to do a real unboxing video, not the guys that get it for the magazines or anything like that. When the hobby stores were getting them, I was able to contact my local hobby store, and they ended up letting me doing an unboxing video of the UDR. So I already had my hands on it. It's already been driven by me. You can watch that on Instagram, where you see me driving the RC. There's a lot of things on Instagram that you guys need to check out that I don't even have here. I have my which I don't even have on YouTube. I have my X Max driving in snow. You won't see that on YouTube. So so these are the things that I try to push people to go onto the Instagram account at GeoStealthR1. And you'll see the UDR driving over there, which you do not see on YouTube. I mean, I'm sure I could have gotten a lot of views being the first one to drive the UDR, but I just didn't upload that. So, but it would no, but since it was red, I didn't want it. I'll be patient and get my orange one. Uh, Everyday RC. Good evening, my friend. Everyday RC. Chris, Everyday RC. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. Good friend of mine. Discussion I was having with people earlier on my earlier chats. They're looking to do for you and I to get together to do another bash event on Long Island. So we have been having conversations about that. So hopefully sooner than later. Nick, I personally like the red one a little bit more than the orange because the orange is still cool. I have a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing with the orange. Uh, Design Vortex, is the UDR better than the slash 4x4? I haven't had it long enough in my hands to determine that. So, Roberto Gonzalez, what's going on? Bashing, dang. Let me see. Donkey Commander, what's going on? New York City 007 says, that is what I'm waiting for you to get. That UDR serious review. Uh, I've seen the one that you made at the store. Yeah, I mean, me making something like that at the store and me totally cracking into that is two different things. Let me tell you the things that I've already bought for that. I've bought aftermarket decals. I've bought a brand new servo for it. Stainless steel screw kit I already acquired for it. The servo is the main thing that I want to change out like immediately. I'll drive it with the 2075X, but I definitely am changing out for a stronger servo. I'm probably going to need a capacitor onto there depending on how it works out. I already have two brand new batteries from TRAXXAS waiting for me to install in there. Um, I know Hot Racing is coming out a lot of parts immediately. From what I spoke with one of the reps from Hot Racing, they are equipping a plate to have real working fans in the back. So and if you ever look at the UDR and pictures and descriptions of the UDR, you'll notice that there's fans that are back there that they're not operable. But there are a few aftermarket companies that are already going to put fans on there to make it more scale, which is definitely a cool thing. So that's something to be looking out for. Alrighty. Uh, Don Commander, what are you doing with the Stampede? Bash event 2018. Yes, definitely so. Everyday RC. 007s. What server you got? Well, for the which one? For the UDR? I don't know. It's a brushless Savox servo. It's like 150 bucks. Nick, you could. I would come to the Bash event, but I'm in Michigan. We'll give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks in advance. Trust me, we've had people coming in from Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I think one person one year came from Vermont. No, Massachusetts. Um, I'd like to see some bashing. Yeah, me too. Uh, New York City. What ideals do you have? What ideal tires do you have for the UDR? The way those tires are set up, they're a little bit bigger than your normal tire. There are a few companies that would fit that, but it is a 17 millimeter tire. You really have to look into what I'm going to be trying to adapt a tire on there. So that's for all the future references. And as to answer the question, if you were here earlier, I'd be able to go over this. But here are the things that I'm doing with my Stampede 4x4. Like I said, it's one of the best bashers that I've ever dealt with. I've had nothing but fun. I've told my friend Chris every day RC I always have fun with my Stampede 4x4 Stampinky. Um, Sidewinder 4 is going to be installed. It's going to be switching out for the Velineon system. So Sidewinder 4 with the 5700 kV motor. Since this didn't work for my Fortec, I'm putting in this stronger servo into Stampinky, which is the SC1257. That's going into Stampinky as well. I gotta take the whole thing apart. I'm gonna get aluminum steering belt cranks for this. Yeah, you guys are telling me that there's probably pink out there. Hopefully, I can find that. T-Bone Racing, a few parts that I'm going to be getting for that protector underneath the chassis. I do have to take apart this whole thing to clean out my bearings and everything like that. I am going to be changing out my center diff. I want to get a metal gears from Robinson Racing, and also the diff cover I am going to be changing out for Hot Racing, or whatever company I choose, maybe NTG, depending on how it works out. And I do have to once I do clean it up, I do have to get boots for the Velocity drive shafts for the rears, not the fronts, which is surprising. All right, so these are my last comments I'm going to be reading from you guys, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, 57210. I plan to acquire you say acquire. I plan to acquire the eRevo 2.0 here soon. What would you recommend on batteries? I could run it 4S and then 6S. Well, the three batteries that I recommend would be the TRAXXAS battery. You can spend and splurge just a little bit, and you can go with a company that Chris loves, which is Max Amps, and also Venom batteries. But realistically speaking, I haven't had any luck with Venom batteries. I mean, they're a good company, but I haven't had any luck. Uh, Dunk Commander, hey, you stripped out. Hey, you stripped out the wheels? No. The reason why I don't strip out the wheels, and I recommend this, and I spoke about this earlier, you need to get aluminum hexes. You have to get aluminum. If you're pulling the power that you need to do, where you're doing flips and everything like that, get aluminum hexes, or you're going to damage your pretty expensive aftermarket wheels that you have there. 57210. You're gonna love the sidewide and the floor. The thing is amazing. Oh, we'll see. They said it's weaker than the Velineon, but we'll find out. Roberto, well, I'd like to keep watching, but I'd be doing I'll be doing harm to myself. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. Keep going, Gio. Everyday RC, I need to get another triple flip again on camera. You know what? Definitely check out Everyday RC's Instagram. He has a video which he ended up showing my RCs actually moving. So definitely check that out. Instagram, Everyday RC. Nick, would you, with the Proline Badlands you have on the shelf, 50 E Revo on the UDR? Okay, so the Badlands that I have on the shelf, they do fit on the E Revo, and Chris told me a while ago to get them, and it saves the driveline on the E Revo tremendously. Let me see, Steve, Nick, we can have a Michigan bash session. Yes, yes, that would be cool. Lewis, LPRCs, I have a Sidewinder 4 just not installed in the Vortec. I saw that video, and I'm surprised you didn't have it, and you haven't made a video in a while, my friend. Uh, Nick says, where, Steve? Donkey Commanders, how do you get pink RPM arms? Aha. If you weren't able to get these limited edition pink colored parts, then you will never get them again. I got them in pink, I got them in yellow, and I do also have them in orange. You can never, ever find it again. That's why it upset me when my metabolically challenged friend crashed into them and broke the first set. New York City Double Sevens, Savox is the ish. I even bought a 116 cc off my little RC I have. It makes a whole lot of difference, definitely so. Steve, Sterling Heights, don't know where that is. Vox Magna, evening, Chris and Gio, what's going on, my friend? Mr. Silva, I just entered here. Hey, what's up? Hey, no problem. What's going on? Nick, I have not seen any. Wait, I have not had any good luck with the Venom batteries. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, and I have them. I have like 5 sets over here, and I don't know. New York City Double Seven Bangers. Gee, that light bar you have on STAMPINKY holds up to bashing. Whew. Let me show you. Okay, I don't know if I can get this closely on camera, but I do bash hard with this. This I bash extremely hard, and if you notice, there are. This is supposed to be chrome. Okay, it's supposed to be chrome, and if you're looking from the back, it is chrome. These things have held up like you would not believe, like nobody's business. I have not had a light go out. I haven't had any. They're inexpensive. They mount right there. They're superiorly built. So, I mean, the lights are definitely worth you getting. And I've beat the crap out of this car. Out of all my cars, between that and the Slash 4x4, those are the ones I beat the crap out of. Mr. Silver, I am from Brazil. Brazil! My Portuguese speaking friends. And it costs here around 1500. Damn. And Chris says, hey, well, Boston. Donkey Commander, doesn't RPM have white ones? You could just die? No. They have them for the Emax and also for the E-Revo, but they do not have any white parts other than the links at the link ends. They do not have the arms. They don't have the steering. But trust me, if you're able to find pink parts, hit me up. Hit me up. And if they're the same price that I paid for them, I'll buy you a set. Lewis LPRCs, I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've been working at the job, making money, so I can keep spending my money on these RC upgrades. Yep, definitely so. Reluctance, Vogmass has helped a lot with our bash events in the years. Yes, that's true. Sinister RC, me and Venom batteries didn't work out with me either. Yeah. TRAXXAS Masters, can Stampede 4x do stunts and flips? Like I said, definitely check out the video that Everyday RC did for me on Instagram, and you will see exactly what it can do. Paul's from South Michigan. The Commander, what brand of light bar? That is the TRAXXAS light bar. If you ever look at my videos, you'll notice that I have a link, that I have a list of everything in my Stampede 4x4. Nick, I got the 8 Venom batteries, and not a single one works. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 8 Venom batteries, and they don't work either. RC Fast Bash and Crash. I am moving to Michigan. I don't know anyone up there, so can anyone Who's up there when I'm done? Yeah, message me. Yep, definitely, hook up with the RC game. 5720 210. I had two Venom batteries for my OD Revo. Both were shot within a few runs. True. Nick, RC Fast in Michigan, Mr. Silver. I'm going to the USA in September, and I'm thinking about buying an X Max just for bashing. With all this money, I can buy a Stampede slash other good brands uh, and a lot of spare parts. What would you choose? Um, well, the the X Max is 40 pounds. Um, and if you're not planning to bring any luggage, X Max go all the way. You will definitely be the one of the kings in Brazil having that type of truck driving around there. That being said, if you want to be low key, go with the Slash 4x4 or Stampede 4x4. 4x4, that is the thing that you're looking for. Okay. Steve says X Max. Every day I see I'm doing an uh, SC conversation with management. Silver, good question. So, that being said, I'm going to be wrenching away. I pretty much have nothing to do tonight. I had nothing to do all day, which is not good. um, I'm probably going to change out a lot of the. And just give you a heads up. This is a little bit set of all the stainless steel. Remember, all my RCs have stainless steel screws, and this is all I have left. Probably have to buy another kit. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I want to take everything out. My Sidewinder 4 should be in tomorrow, and then I'll be able to wrench away and start doing the updates and the upgrades that I want, and bring back my Stampede 4x4 into her former glory, because she has been looking a little bit hurt as of late. Because um, if you look at my older videos, I have acquired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me see if Stampinky was my um, it's been, Jesus, 13 RCs later since I got the Stampede 4x4. So that's what you're looking at. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, this live video feeds. I do try to, can X Max um, ADAS do any flips? Well, that's another good question. Go on Instagram. Everyday RC did a filming with my flips of a lot of my RCs. Check him out, Everyday RC. There's a little segment he has there, Geo Stealth R1, and you'll see the X Max flip as well. And you'll see that the Stampede flip, and you'll see the Rustler, and you'll see the Emax. You'll see a few things on over there. I'm gonna try to go with my whole day tomorrow about using the word acquired. Every day I see, yes, the X-Men can pull backflips. Got Geo on camera too. Yep. So definitely check out his Instagram. Anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed this segment. Definitely, if you're interested in finding out different type of content that I do pull out that I don't even show on YouTube, go on my Instagram page, GeoStealthR1 on Instagram. Also, it's also linked up to my Twitter account, GeoStealthR1. If you're looking to do anything else with that, GeoStealthR1 at yahoo.com. Also, I do have a lot of pictures that I don't show up on Instagram. That would be at GeoStealthR1 on Google+. Definitely, if you like these live video contents where I'm able to interact with you all the time, give me a thumbs up. It does help out my channel and syndicate a little bit more. Also support, your local hobby stores, because, keeping them in business also keeps the community strong. Support your YouTube channels. Like I said, I've said this for a long time. If you're looking to make, a lot of money on YouTube, I mean, unless you have 1 million subscribers, it's not there. But that being said, I've met a lot of good friends on there. Some people closer than others, but we definitely support each other and stuff like that. And that's primarily it. You're gonna have the detractors out there that will, there's a lot of people that hate my channel. I don't know why, but but it is what it is. I try to put out scenarios where I do interact with you. And that being said, hopefully you do like the content and all the upgrades and updates that I'm doing with this RC. Hopefully one day TRAXXAS does contact me and say, "Yo, Gio, we want you to be our East Coast spokesman." I'm like, "Yeah, just give me everything you got, and I'll customize them from the get." Yeah, but that being said, that little bit of wishes, but we'll see what happens one day. Anyway, oh, just to give you guys a heads up, to my people in Texas, I will be in Texas very soon. I will be headed to Austin. I was thinking about going to the Traxxas, but it's like 9 hours away from there, and I'm not. Then again, I've been thinking about it. I'm going away. If I rent a vehicle and fly out of Dallas, I can go to the Traxxas place. I'll bring my rustler over there. I think I'll probably try to do it. We'll know. I'll bring my rustler over there. I'll paint a brand new body, which mimics the orange body that I have right now, but my original orange body is very nostalgic. And I'll just drive it up and down the tracks this place, and hopefully one of them will see me. But that's a 9 hour drive. That's that's a little bit crazy, but that would be very interesting for me to do, on that type of aspect. Anyway, so hopefully you stay tuned in for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be the day. Tomorrow I will have my own. You know what? That being said, I do have to name the UDR. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to call it. I mean, sometimes I take your guys' opinions and run with it. I'll tell you exactly. Some of my RCs don't even have names, and I'll tell you which ones have names and which ones don't, and which ones need to be named. So I'll give you a quick reference. That X Max, I think I'm going to stay with the name Sunkiss. There's Ripsaw. I was going to change the Mini E Revo to something with Saw, but right now it's Serpent. That's Protocol. That is Maximus. That does not have a name. That's Breakneck. That's E-Break. That's Tombstone. That's Blades. That's Generation 1. That's, let me get a little closer for you guys to see this. That's Goose Chase. That's Cobblestone. That is Implant. That is Shooting Star. The Mini Gravedigger. I don't even have a name for that thing yet. I still gotta build that thing. This is DJ Medic's name in reverse. This one is, I don't have a name for that. Do I have a name for this? No. This is Deadlock. This one is Deception. I feel like you're naming off Transformers now. Well, Deadlock and Deception sound like Transformer names. I haven't named that one. The This little guy, this little Yeti Junior, I name him Pollo. Uh, Let me go. This drag car is Trickster. I have not named the boat. Just to give you a heads up, look at all the bodies that I have to paint. I mean, realistically speaking, look at all these bodies. I got bodies for days. Are you kidding me? Dude, I got bodies all over here that I gotta take care of. Look at this. Bodies, 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 bodies. Underneath that, but I have to paint that body. I think I got bodies over here as well. This has to be given away. Over here you have Ricochet, and I have not named the other one. And then I think that's it for now. And I think I have more bodies that are over there and stuff like that. So And I gotta name a new hamster. I already cleaned out the hamster cage. I gotta get something else. So not too sure what I'm gonna call the new hamster. Probably, who knows. But I'm probably gonna get a decal for it and everything like that. So we'll see what happens in the near future. But hopefully you guys were able to enjoy this video and checking out a few things that I have in my RC room. This is primarily the way it looks like when I walk in. And I get to check this out. My UDR comes in tomorrow. Call Hamster Hammond. RC Fast Bash. When are you going to come up with the new body design for the Emax? You know what? I have. Where in the hell are all the decals? What? Oh, I just want to show you something. This whole box is all Emax stuff. That whole box. This has all this stuff has Summit stuff. All this is brand new parts. And if there are a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of parts you guys never get to even see that are back there that I don't even use. Look at that body back there. That's a body I didn't even use yet. There are hidden gems. Look at all these tires. Look at the tires in the back. You guys don't even get to see this part of the hobby room. I mean, if you look at that, good night, Paul. This is my run body, and also I have a clear body, and this is another run body I have in there. Another body I have to paint. There's more. Here's another run body. I always say run bodies, show bodies. Look at this body. This body's a little beat up and a little chewed up in the front, as you can see on that aspect. And then I have two bodies for this. I have two different bodies for my XO1, three bodies. So I have these two bodies right here. This is from an O group right there. And then there's another run body for my XO1. And then here's the Pro Graphics body for the XO1 that I never painted. Here's the old Rustler body that I have right there. These are pretty cool, and you guys have seen a few of these videos. These things. If you don't know what these things are, then this is the ultimate thing to calibrate your RC. And I have them for 1/10 scale, and I have them for 1/8 scale, and these things haven't even been opened. So definitely cool. I'm telling you, man, there are things in here that look at all my Gravedigger bodies. This is my run body. That is my show body, and another show body over there. I have another body for that. I have 6 slash bodies. Think about this. 6 extra slash bodies that I have to paint. I have the extra body for this. I have the extra body for this that I have to paint. I got the body for here, which is back here that I have to paint somewhere. And this is where I keep, each and every one of them have their own little spot that I have to put over there. And even the Gravedigger, the mini Gravedigger, this is the run body. The run body's beat up. And I have the show body on there. So, and for somebody that asked me for the Teton's right there. And let me dig back here. And here's a body that I have to do for the Teton. So, there are a lot of things that I have to paint over here, which is crazy, And so, that being said, man, there's so many things that I wish, even on my part thing, if I look at this part of the area where I do all my stuff, here are all the paints, lubricants that I utilize over there. If I close this, here's my charging stations back here. This is where I use my tech station when I'm doing mini Zs. Oh, look at this. Never opened. What a sin. Never opened. And I have the classic. I have the original as well. I haven't even opened yet. And this is the other controllers. All my mini Z stuff. Where I put my tools at. All my reading material down there. So you know what? You really can't get bored in my RC room. My RC room's dope. Let me see. Let's get a few things. Uh, got a lot of tired brothers. Can I get some from you? What kind of car you got that you would need tires? Uh, for fixing minor problems, gears mesh correctly from tracks. Wait, gears are not meshing correctly from TRAXXAS. Ooh. Steve, JD Pascal, what happens? You just got 1 day to go. Yep. RC Fast, Bash, and Crash. Man, I could use some. JD Pascal, chances of whether UDR not meshing correctly now. Steve says mine's there too, just not bought yet. Get a 1/8 scale motor from Brighton. Nah, I already did the 1/8 scale thing with the slash 4x4. I'm not looking to modify the chassis on there. I can't wait to see you drive a new UDR. 57210, dude, I need a Gravedigger bottle so bad. Steve the Clark. So the UDR is not meshing set right. Mr. Silver, I choose TRAXXAS because the parts are available, upgraded spare parts, and more easy to find. Am I correct? Yes. Uh, JD says many UDRs meshes not set right. TRAXXAS is aware. Damn of it. See, wow, bro, that's crazy. JD, got the hobby shop, told me that TRAXXAS is aware of it. He talked to TRAXXAS through the phone. Dang it. Steve the Clock dropping the ball on TRAXXAS. JD, maybe RC Sparks don't want us to know he just fixed it and didn't show the problems to the viewers. Possibly not. Because he's very, even though he gets it for free, he's very honest on his opinion. Um, I would be glad to organize all of that, but I don't think I would be able to get anywhere. I would, I would shock all of the crazy cars or parts. What? Joseph, I love your RC collection, brother. Thank you very much. JD says, I don't know, maybe not all the UDRs. Some UDRs would have meshed correctly. Depends on the employer who did the assembly job. Wayne's brothers are seeing stuff. Wish him luck. I'm applying for Michigan Technology University. Good luck, my friend. Hustle now, chill later, like I do. Lose LPRC. Why go to a hobby shop? Just go to Gio's house. Wayne Brothers, Go RC Community. Try to smash the Emax brushless worth the money. Not now. Wait for the new Emax to come out. Mr. Silva, also collections. Joe, I missed everything, my brother. I missed everything, my brother, almost. Thumbs up, thank you. JD, Julian at the collection. Hold up, new Emax? Of course they're making the new Emax, man. They're going to upgrade the drivetrain just like they did with the E-Revo, and plus the Summit's being upgraded as well. So that's pretty much it. I wish I can do live, but it requires 1,000 subs, I think. Maybe name the Yeti XL Henry. Steve the Clark. I know, Gio. When you want me to fire up the airbrush, I'll help you with the bodies you have. Steve, you know how to paint? That'd be interesting. So, anyway, so this is my hobby room. I mean, sooner or later, I have to mount that TV. I got 2 of those TVs I'm going to mount up, and that's primarily it. Wow, now I got to decide if I should get the E-Revo 2.0 or the E-Max. Right now, the 1.0, I would take the E-Revo over the E-Max. So that's just my opinion. Steve says, for sure. Track Smash says, that was I was thinking, Gio. Silver, UDR name, Matador. 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 It's not a bad name. Remind me of that when I do unveil it. I know how to paint. You do, Joe. Huh. JD, what's up, man? Enter me. Laughing out loud. I'm already entered. Haha. JD, I can't wait. I can't wait to get the 2.0 next month. Yeah, we'll be here. RC Ranch, I won. Haha, just kidding. RC Ranch, oops, sorry. I butchered your name. Oh, Mr. Silver, I know what matador means. I know it means killer. Yo hablo español. So, yeah, no, definitely so. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed this segment. Um, Tomorrow, I will be bringing my Mini Z for Mini Z Racing. If you guys know anything, I do my racing on Fridays, so that's what I'll be do. That's what I'll be doing. I do my own thing, my own jobs. I was in painting business for years. Oh, nice. Silver says good. Danielle Walker says Boricua. My stepdad is Boricua. My mom is from Spain. My biological father is part Italian, Portuguese, and a whole bunch of other things, but he's mostly European. I don't even get into the discussions of it. You know, my my ex used to question me all the time. So, RC Ranch, hey Gio, I entered the contest. Uh, has going for Brushless Bandit. Check out the channel to enter. Oh, um, JD S Pal. Yes, I run the giveaway game. Really, send me a link. I mean, realistically speaking, I mean, I would love to enter one of those things, but if I did, especially with the RC collection that I have, people would just get extremely mad, you know. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I wouldn't want to RC my thing, but it just sucks, you know. Steve the Clark, RC Ranch, Hush Hush, Better Odds, Nick, what are you giving away? Steve the Clark, Nick versus Bandit. Then again, I would like another versus Bandit. Brighton, I wish I had a collection like this. Hey, a little bit of hustle, and you keep your old lady happy. Um, she doesn't complain much. My ex used to complain all the time, no matter what I bought her. So I'm just like, you know, and I used to spoil the shit out of her. Oops, PG, PG. Um, with this collections, here you can buy a house. Well, I will buy a house very soon. I will say very soon in the next year, you will not see me in this room anymore. I will have my own garage. You'll see all this stuff in my garage, and you will see my motorcycle parked in my garage, and that will be dope. All right, so TRAXXAS RC Power, what's up? Anyway, so to end off this session, which I thought was only going to be 30 minutes, Stampede 4x4 upgrade coming up very soon. A lot of love that needs to be done. I got to perform a little bit of surgery on her right now, but she'll be up and running. So hopefully, if you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that you guys do support my channel. Like I said, you know, I only have 1 month left, gentlemen. 1 month left, or a month and a half left, and then it's over till the following season. Yeah, Joe, hit me up later, man. I definitely might be able to use you. So like I said, it's gonna be a month and a half left, and then the YouTube channel churns off, and then I start motorcycle riding. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and to my fellas up on YouTube. Later. Thank you very much. Mr. 57210 JTRR. JD, later. Fast RC Fast Bash and Crash, later. Trash Master, see you later. Stephen the Clark, later. Lewis, laters. Peace.